Previously on the Block NZ Villa Wars. The knives came out.
Search warrant.
Along with the forks and the spoons.
Oh my goodness.
Dinner wars came to a head with some strategic scoring.
I don't know if I trust this woman, eh?
We're going to be harsh.
We give you a 4.
I delivered a big budget reality check.
If you run out of money, there's consequences.
It's so scary.
You will run out of money and you will not finish your house.
Warning heated.
And Manan threw the budget out the window.
What did you buy?
3 couches.
3 couches. She spent $9,000.
Tonight, a race to the finish with a bit of everything.
Bit risky.
Sparks will fly. Hayden will sow.
Really? Into there?
Or will he?
I didn't join the block to sow.
Before it all comes crashing down. And judging goes from one extreme
I think it's a tick.
It's a big tick.
to the other.
I just hate it. I really do.
Sometimes people steal your stuff. For advice on your home contents and car insurance, talk to AMP or your advisor. AMP's getting behind the Block NZ Villa Wars.
When your paintbrush don't work like it used to before, and I can't even paint all the walls.
This is the first coat of paint to go on our walls. A few hours late.
Hey! Grab a paintbrush and put that in that camera. Fill that gap for me. Fill that gap for me. Come on, girl, fill that gap for me. Fill that gap for me.
It is Friday morning, so it's the first time I've painted a room and doing a mask and everything,
So we're ahead of the game.
Living room week on the block. Big spaces, big workload.
No, we're not doing too bad. Oh, is this still sealer?
No, I need 12 more top coat.
I did a thing where I set my alarm and then my phone died, so I did not wake up.
I put the undercoat on the 3 walls. 1 wall to go. It took ages.
On top of that, 4 big dinner parties.
Yeah, so Kid and Jeremy really good at bribery.
Glad dinner wars is over. Oh my god.
I wish we'd given a 0.
It's done now. Now we can be free.
It's now Friday, and there's 27 hours until the team's sophisticated living rooms, accentuated with a splash of cosy colour, need to be delivered to our judges.
We're tracking good. We're on schedule. Should be fine.
But Sarah and Manan have been here before.
There's never an on schedule on the block, eh? Always behind.
We know how quickly it falls apart, and there is a lot of work to do.
Manan is out getting some coffees for our lovely tradies. And me, hopefully.
I'm getting coffees this morning to make up for the fact that I didn't bring coffees home on Thursday night.
But keeping tradies happy is only part of Manan's job this week. And she's taken on the role of head designer of House 2's living room.
Now, when you walk into the room, you'll see a sofa with a rug and a coffee table in front of it. We'll have an occasional chair in the left-hand corner, and that will be lighted by pendants which come down from the ceiling and stop in front of the windows. And we'll have feature art above our fireplace. And in the media room, we'll have a brown leather couch along the window wall, and we'll also have a smaller brown leather couch up against the other wall. We'll have some feature shelving as well on the back wall, and we'll also have feature shelving around our television. Here you go, guys.
Cool, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And coffee. You're welcome.
A 5-hour freedom shopping excursion yesterday left tradies and Sarah a little bit thirsty and a little bit hangry. If Manan hadn't fronted with coffee this morning, Her new position of top dog may have gone one step further.
You would have been in the dog box outside on the naughty corner of the
We don't
side.
even have a dog box.
I would have built you a dog box.
It may not be dog specific, but the living room in House 3 resembles little more than a box at this stage.
So we've basically got a day that we have to turn a room that has absolutely nothing in it into a living room ready to live in.
Halfway through the week now, and our room's changed from our original plan. We've made the entranceway a little bit narrower so we can cater for a couch to run along the wall on the right-hand side. So when you walk in, you'll look up and see one of the western windows. It's a sash window. Underneath that will be a coffee table and a lounge chair. Under the bay windows is another day bed. The fireplace is on your left-hand side. A 50-inch TV will be above that. She's a big day.
Worried.
Oh, you should be worried, Kat. Remember what I said on Monday?
You will not get top dollar on auction night with unfinished houses.
With budgets blowing, none of the teams can afford to deliver an incomplete room. With a 5K bathroom win last week, House 4's bank account has found a little more wriggle room.
What size TV do you reckon we should get?
25, so that's 57 inch. 57 inch.
What's the one below a 51?
48.
So our ultimate living room is, it needs to be a cosy space but still have a sophisticated feel to it. So this brief is awesome for us. We want to bring in a couple of high-end accessories, and the way we're going to achieve this is by blowing our budget. As you walk into the room, to the right is the big fireplace with the Caesar stone hearth. On top of that is a TV fitted to the wall. In front of that is a grey couch with a cowhide rug.
Yeah, so the flooring in the room runs from the hallway straight across and out onto the deck through the big doors. The big feature in the room this week is a designer light. It would definitely be a first if we were to 100% complete this room tonight and not have to style it in the morning. We're really aiming to do that.
Optimism? Early finish? One win and Villa 4 are getting a little cocky. Last week, Jamie and Hayden found themselves at the other end of the leaderboard due to their unfinished bathroom. This week, they're out to prove a point.
I see overnight you've got a few coats underfoot on, so that's looking good. Ceiling's looking real fresh.
Jamie put in a lot of hard yards last night. We've got 2 top coats on the ceiling.
Oh, good.
At the beginning of this week, we had said to each other, we want to win this week because we think we should have won for the last couple. So we need to make sure that not only do we finish this week, but we finish with a hiss and a roar.
So is there any worries of yours today, or you?
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is the poor one-liners that Mark might pull when Mark does his walkthrough.
Yeah. Oh, you just have to hit him with a good comeback, eh?
Yeah.
I've been practicing a few sweet burns. And with Shelley and my weekly progress inspection due, it's the perfect time to test out my new material.
The reigning champs, eh? Invested some of that money into this room, have you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, there's going to be quite a few cool features in this room.
We do feel for the other teams that haven't won as much as us, because we know it's hard for us, so it must be really hard for them.
This is probably the furthest you've been ahead at this stage so far, isn't it?
Yeah, we're feeling good.
This is the first ceiling we've been able to paint without lights in it.
Don't know if I like seeing cool, calm, unflustered people, to tell you the truth.
I think we need to put some more stress in our lives, mate.
Throw a few more challenges in the week.
Burn! Don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from.
Kat and Jeremy, how are you? Actually, Jeremy, can you stop painting, please? Can you start painting again?
Did you feel the heat on that one?
You have that consistency of style, which is so important. So for you guys, it's going to be crucial to nail the planning and the time management.
Because I'll tell you right now, no incomplete room will win under my watch. All right?
Yeah.
You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
We'll do what it takes to get it done.
Yeah. No Scandinavian moss is going to save you this week.
Oh, burn! Even Shelley's brought a few along.
The first thing I want to know, How have you saved money in this room?
I knew that was coming. We've used offcuts for our recess.
Very nice. And is that Martin's handiwork, is it?
Yeah.
Definitely is Martin's handiwork.
If we didn't spend a little bit over budget, we would have literally a blank canvas. We wouldn't have any of the key features that we've got in there. We would have a boring house, and we wouldn't win a lot of money come auction day.
Beanbags. Beanbags are cheap. Take your couch back, get some beanbags. Put them anywhere in the room, cost you next to nothing.
That was a good one.
Sarah Manan, how are you doing?
Mark and Shelley.
Hello. So you've got a lot to do. Have you split the roles up? Who's playing painter and who's playing interior decorator?
Well, Manan has gone and been our interior designer this week.
How much did you spend?
Don't ask her how much she spent. It hurts me every time. Yeah, it hurts me.
How many couches did you buy?
I could have bought 3. I'm not overly happy about having 3 couches, you know. I'm still hoping that we can leave one in the box and send it back.
Are you starting to feel that pressure?
Yeah. We're quickly running out of budget. It's difficult. Like every other week, we have to win the room because we haven't won any yet, and we have no money. Even if it's not the win, I hope we produce something that we're really proud of.
Sort of need it, don't you? Your own psyche.
Yeah, we need it. A lot.
The less money in the budget, the harder room wins get. So for the winless girls in House 2 and Jamie and Hayden in House 1, living room is a do or die situation. It's living room week on the Block Villa Wars. But this week there has been a war within the war.
Oh, sounds like the first guests are here.
As the teams battled it out in the kitchen, hoping to host an all-conquering dinner party. Not to mention the 10K exterior painting prize from Dulux.
Welcome!
Over the week, the teams were treated to a battered whitebait whale of a time.
Oh my God, that looks divine.
A cricket-clad pub quiz.
Who went looking for the left-handed paint roller?
Was it Jamie?
We have a winner! Go!
A full-blown Mexican meltdown.
I'm just going to go and grab our dessert. Did you pop it in the freezer? Didn't you put it in the freezer?
And then you had one job!
And then the circus came to town.
Oh my God.
It truly was a week with a touch of everything. But who did their Dinner Wars tour of duty justice and will walk away crowned the Block Culinary Colonels?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
How did your Dinner Wars week treat you?
Good.
It was nice to have dinner cooked for us.
Yeah, nice point, Jamie, but it is nice to have someone cook your dinner. And the whole point of Dinner Wars is so that you can just sit around a table and enjoy some quality food and banter together.
Yeah, right.
And then stab each other in the back when it comes to voting.
We don't do that.
Now, the reason why neighbourly relations are tested so much in Dinner Wars is because of the enormity of the prize. A team of Dulux professional painters to prep and paint your house using Dulux Weather Shield X10.
We want to win this Dulux exterior paint prize very, very badly. We've got probably the biggest house. It's just going to be a nightmare if we have to paint it ourselves.
Now, in all the other previous seasons of the block, someone has always voted strategically to try to win Dinner Wars. And this year is no different.
I knew it. I have a pretty fair idea of who that will be, and if I was them, I'd be doing exactly the same.
And in all the other previous seasons of the Block NZ, the best dinner party has never won Dinner Wars. So who had the best dinner party?
Kat and Jeremy, hands down.
She's a 10.
Wow. How are you feeling about that, you guys?
That was nice.
It's good to know that they thought ours was the best dinner party.
Yeah.
History is working against you, isn't it?
Yeah. We haven't got our hopes up yet because it is a massive prize and we're expecting some kind of strategy to come out.
Brooke and Mitch, you had the first dinner party. It was a hunting and fishing themed dinner party. How did it work out?
Yeah, there wasn't any food left on any of the plates, so assumed that it was good. And I mean, I could hear the laughter and stuff going on from the food tent, so.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
One of your neighbours scored you a 7, a big fat 7.
I obviously wrote that.
You also scored a 7. And the final score, a 4.
I definitely think the girls are playing the strategy, and I mean, good on them.
So that is a total of 18.
Yeah.
What do you think?
We're actually okay with that, and we scored fairly in all of ours, so yeah.
I think you're in the game with that, but it also shows someone here is voting strategically, doesn't it? Someone's playing the game.
I think we know who it is.
If Brooke and Mitch were scoring fairly, they were scoring fairly. I don't think it was a dig at anyone.
Next up, on Tuesday night, was Jamie and Hayden with your pub grub and quiz night. And I think you had a special guest as well, didn't you?
Yeah, we were missing you, actually.
Oh, that's a shame. I didn't get the invite. How do you think it went?
I think it went quite well. Hayden's usually the entertainer, so I should have been the one out cooking.
All right, well, let's find out what you scored. You scored a 6. You also scored a 5.
If that's strategic, then surely they should have gone more strategic than that.
And your final score, a 7. How's your arithmetic? We're all locked up.
Sharesies? I'd be happy with a half-half sharesies.
Hey, if that's how it ends out at the end of this, you can do whatever deal you want. On to Wednesday night, and that was Sarah and Manan, who put on a Mexican fiesta. How did that go, girls?
Yeah, I think it ran all right.
All right?
Yeah.
Do you think the other contestants thought it was good?
We'll find out.
You're about to find out. Your first score, a 6.5. There's that 4 again.
Someone obviously didn't enjoy our dinner party.
And your final score, a 5. So that is a score of 15 and a half. You do not win Dinner Wars. Disappointed?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Kat and Jeremy, everyone here believes that you guys put on the best evening.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh.
But someone here is also scoring strategically. If it's you guys, it's in the bag, isn't it?
They're too nice. They wouldn't do that.
No.
They also want their house painted, and it's a big house. Okay, the moment of truth.
I think the team that is going to vote strategically is probably the girls. They probably have the most to gain from voting strategically.
Yeah, they haven't won anything yet.
The scoring of Dinner Wars has always been a horrible blight on this marvellous block tradition.
A 5.5.
I did feel really bad writing the score down for them, but I thought it would only be, you know, fair to be consistently harsh.
To finally win something, Sarah and Manan have resorted to some low-balling, dirty tactics. But will Kat and Jeremy's honest effort fly in the face of the sisters' strategic scoring?
Better hope for a big score now.
I've got a little bit of hope. I know what we scored, Kat and Jeremy.
8.5. So by my reckoning, that means you need a 5 to take it out.
I don't think the food was, like, no offence, but there was a bit of food left on the plates.
What? No, the food was rubbish. It really was.
Your final score. 8.5.
Well done.
Thanks, guys. Wow, we're feeling, pretty stoked with that one.
Pretty relieved as well, because I've had nightmares ever since day one of moving into House 3 of Exterior Paint Week. There's just so much detail on those columns and the windows, it was making me cry. So now I don't have to cry.
Congratulations, guys. That's a total of 22.5. You win Dinner Wars, and therefore a team of Dulux professional painters will come and paint the exterior of your house for you in Dulux Weather Shield X10.
That's incredible.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Well done.
Whoever was voting strategically wasn't very strategic.
They weren't strategic enough, were they?
Yeah, you're not going to win a chess game with moves like that.
But you know, for once, I can stand here and I can say when it comes to Dinner Wars, justice has been served.
Finally.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Oh,
Well, I hope everyone feels happy. I certainly do. Head back to the block now, and I'll see you back here in 24 hours' time for living room reveal. See you later.
Inspiration is what I'm needing. Resonating thoughts got my mind misleading. Mistreating this feeling I can't escape.
But right up the top.
Okay.
The top line and then down like this much, just so the curtain installers can install the curtain in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just get you to do as many coats as possible behind those shelves.
Yeah.
And then do a top coat.
I'll do that right now.
Hey, you know that light that we're putting in? What sort of bulb?
You probably want to do something similar to what you've been doing in your other rooms, like a globe lamp.
Friday always comes with plenty of pressure on the block.
Once the flooring guys are finished on the far side, I'll jump over there, put some drop sheets down and try and get a coat on everything.
It's the last day with tradies.
Look at that, G. Yeah, look at that.
And a complete living room must be presented to the judges at 10 a.m. tomorrow. In Villa 2, Manan is taking Frantic Friday to the next level.
I really like this. But it's not colourful like we wanted, but I really like it. From the decal guy?
I think it does look alright, but how quickly can he do it?
They make it custom, and he said that he can rush it and drop it off to us tomorrow. Yeah, there's a lot to do this afternoon. I've got, you know, Sarah on the phone sorting out lights with her. I'm sorting out the decal or the art that we're going to have. And then the Freedom stuff starts arriving. Sorry, Sarah. You know, we've just got a whole lot going on in our house. I'm also trying to sort out curtains at the same time. We're getting our curtain rails installed. Are you there? The sill is 900. So I have to do that and get the furniture in and clear out some space for the furniture to fit and sort out Sarah. Everything, all at once.
And with all the pressure apparently falling on Manan's shoulders,
I'm bringing them home now.
you'd think she would be the one cracking under the strain.
That's fine.
We just have no money.
I know.
Yeah, okay. I'll get the 27 centimetre one then.
In the white one?
Yeah.
Like the non-mint? Yeah. Okay. So Sarah's kind of stressing out about our lighting. We really need some colour in the room. We were hoping to do that with some lights, but all that we like is really just black or white, or the coloured things are too industrial and not fitting with our style, so a lot to sort out.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm bringing them home now.
Okay, cool. All right. Bye.
Manan isn't the only one running solo this morning. With Hayden out shopping for black trinkets to go into his man cave, Jamie is site manager for the morning.
Those doors are coming through and I'm excited to see what they look like because they were quite expensive. But I think it's a necessity. So these are doors.
Yes, they are. Yep.
They look cool.
Should look good in here. What colour are you doing it?
We're doing black walls, so it'll go well with the doors.
The whole thing black?
Just not the roof. Bit risky, eh?
Yeah, I was going to say it is. How many people like black rooms nowadays?
We like it. Daryl mentions that it's a bit risky. He's not the one designing it, is he? Our living room and family room is going to be amazing. As you walk down the hallway, to the right you will see a black sliding door. As you walk in there, you will see to the right a recess timber feature wall with a TV in it.
It'll be dressed really nice. It's going to be blacked out. We've got a mean entertainment system going in. You make your way out of the entertainment room and you'll head straight into a bright white family room.
To the right-hand side, you will see the fireplace, and directly in front of that is a leather couch. Above that is also a hexagon mirror. To the left-hand side of the fireplace, you will also see a corner seat that Marty has built with hopefully the cushions that Hayden's going to make for our challenge.
In such a big space, the colour they choose is really going to make an impact.
I am not quite sure what's going on here. It's really watery.
Just pulling you a few coats.
If I have to put on a few coats because it's that watery, we won't have time to do it. Hi Josh, it's Jamie from the block. I'm just applying this black paint and it's really thin.
Have you given it a real good stir?
I haven't stirred it.
Yeah, that'd be why. You just need a good stir.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you, Josh.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So it's back to the black for Jamie. A very different hue is about to go on the walls in Villa 3.
We've had this colour locked in for a few days now, but it was going to be originally a pinky colour. Yeah, so we just mixed it up. And going with this colour called Pukahina. Yeah, it's definitely a bold choice, but I'm not liking it. It's interesting.
I believe that is a man trying to convince himself that this particular pink is the right choice. Maybe Pete can offer some reassurance.
There you go.
Getting there.
I see you've started to get a little bit of colour on the wall as well, so you get those shelves on.
Yeah, what do you think?
What's that called?
The colour?
Yeah.
I think it's called Pukahina or something.
Is it what you expected?
I might have gone for a Pukahina quarter, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Interesting.
Oh, I don't know what Peter's capable of. He might be really good at picking out colours and designing interiors, but no, I shouldn't really be too worried. He's not a judge, so we're confident in what we're doing.
So Pukahina, I probably would have said puce, but...
Puce?
Puce.
It's a bit of a worry when he calls our paint puce, especially when I'm not really sure what it means. Puce, it sounds like puke.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I think in its day it was very popular.
Puce, it's a colour, right? It's an old colour that probably reminds him of when he was a kid.
It seems old Pete's memory may be fading, because puce is a far cry from the colour going on the walls in House 3. Now, Brooke and Mitch were never going to go bold with their wall colour, but they have splashed out on a white stone hearth for their fireplace.
Nah, she's not gonna go. Tilt her up.
Yeah, we're about 7 left.
Yeah, if we can't get it to fit, potentially there's, you know, over $2,500 down the drain. Yeah, or it's going to need to be cut into coasters or something. Right, well, I guess the guys have made it to the plan, so we're going to have to sort something out. I mean, it's over 2.5 grand's worth. It's Friday. I went and picked the thing up. It looks beautiful. It's ready to go. They've made it to plan, but it all hasn't gone to plan. It needs to go in there because it's one of the masterpieces to the puzzle.
If the pieces don't fit, Mitch, all you'll be left with is a very expensive paperweight and an incomplete room. Only 12 hours until living room reveal, and an optimistic Villa 4 had big hopes of an early finish. But Mitch has been hit where it matters most, right in the heart. Oh no, that's right, it's his hearth.
Come and sort this fireplace out.
Good to see you guys.
He's called in the guys from Living Flame in the hope that they can make some last-minute tweaks.
Yeah, I think we measured the inside the house just there.
Yeah.
And it's like 7 mil. It's like...
Both sides?
Just an overall, yeah.
No worries. So we'll try and grind a little bit off it.
Yeah.
Bring it down the sides.
Yeah. Bit nerve-wracking. There's some expensive flooring underneath their feet. Obviously an expensive fireplace they're working on. And also those walls have got some fresh plaster on them, so they're still drying. So sparks flying is not really ideal. I'm sort of relieved that, you know, Brooke doesn't have to come home to the block and deal with that. I think I'm a bit better with dealing with the hiccups along the way because I sort of understand that these things happen. How we looking?
Beauty, mate.
Beauty?
It's all good.
Like a glove?
Take a glove. I got a bit of clearance there. Should have a flag bill clearance either side, so you'll be sweet.
Yeah. You know, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming out so fast. Living Flame guys are amazing. They got it done. They shielded everything and made a wicked job of it. And it's a relief that they could do that fast and get here that quickly and solve the problem. It's looking good.
Now for a truly hearth-warming moment.
Bunch of flowers for Sarah.
Oh.
Look at those, Sarah. Somebody must really love you. That's a beautiful bunch of roses.
Oh, they're really pretty.
You're a very lucky lady.
Thank you, Tom.
No worries.
Bye. Who's it from? It's from me. So Tom comes in with flowers that have been sent from my boyfriend, and yeah, I miss him a lot and I miss home. I can't not cry when you're crying. Missing you heaps. I thought you'd send you some flowers to remind you that me and we thought this of you. Good luck on your adventure. I know the challenge you face is an uphill battle, but nothing great comes easy. Stop! And nothing is impossible. I believe in you because you're my dream come true. Oh no! Oh my God, you need to stop. I miss home a lot.
You're going to get me started now. Pull it together, Mark. When sending roses, that is the result you want. Now I wonder what emotion the questionable puce can produce.
Oh, the colour looks good, Germs.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah. Well, it would just be nice to see it all as one, without all the contrast. It's a bit darker than what I thought it was, but it always dries about 1 to 2 shades lighter, so yeah, I'm excited to see it everywhere.
Peter the Pumpkin Eater said it looked like puce.
What is puced?
Puce.
Puce. Puce. Puce or puce or puced. Yeah, one of those three. What's Pew the colour?
Something ancient in his prehistoric days, I don't know.
Ah. Well, I think it's beautiful. So I think Peter wasn't too keen on the colour, but I've got a vision for this room so I can see how it's all going to turn out, and yeah, I'm quite excited.
It hasn't won them anything yet, but Villa 1 has been backing black since day one. But with only 2 hours left in the working day, One major big black piece of the puzzle is still missing.
I have no idea where the carpet guys are, and I'm quite concerned that they're not going to get here in time. I'm just checking you're still coming in to lay the carpet.
Yes, 401, we're about 4 or 5 minutes away.
Okay, perfect.
We're just coming over the motorway now.
Yeah, we're ready. You reckon it'll be done by 6?
We'll give it a shot.
It's touch and go whether they can get it done. All I can do is just hold my breath and hope that they can, because we can't afford another unfinished room.
What we need painted for the blinds to go up is the top inside and then about 200 down. How long do you think the carpet guy will be?
The whole time.
But we have to get these up because you won't be able to do it yourself because they're motorised. Okay. So when he comes in, we'll just need to come straight behind him so that we can get those blinds up for you. We'll just have to make it happen. Okay.
Now that's making me stress way worse than what I was already.
It's not uncommon for the stress levels to be peaking late on a Friday. Tradies need to be pushed. Every power tool reliant job needs to be completed. The teams will barely have a spare minute to themselves.
Brooke.
Just a little bit embarrassing. Your builder coming to wake you up while you're in bed and a king single in the afternoon. Damn it. Thanks, Nick. Right. It's good to sleep while you have time.
It's all okay.
It's madness in House 1 this afternoon. It's absolutely crazy. If we had room reveal with no carpet, we'd lose.
So glad we went with the grey curtains. Up, clamp it.
Hold it there, hold it there.
Hey, Jackie, making a habit of this, mate. It's 6 o'clock.
Can you give me
5 more minutes, yeah. 5 more minutes. That's it. The fact is, the rules don't wait for anyone. So it's 6 o'clock. It's time for you guys to head on home, eh?
With the Wolf chasing off the last of the remaining tradies, the teams are now figuring out what's left to complete.
Game changer.
One of those jobs is this week's Game Changer, and how they're going to incorporate their sky art prints into their living rooms.
Origami time with Sarah! For our Game Changer, we decided to make origami cranes. I've always loved origami, and it's something simple that I can do that wouldn't take too much time.
I think that in itself will look great on a cushion. The Game Changer and the ability to grab a -1 point is a massive prize, you know. That 1 point can be worth $5,000. There we go. Hums like the latest model of smart car. The sewing machine reminds me of the only reason that I took sewing in school, and that was Miss Stevens. Very nice. I'm not reading, I'm just following the pictures right now. Really? Into there? Unfortunately, all I remember from sewing was Miss Stevens. And threading a sewing machine doesn't come flooding back to me.
What's happening?
I didn't join the block to sew. My manhood is failing me, and this thing is harder to read than a woman.
Needle threading is quick and simple.
Where does it say that? It's false advertising.
With a game-changing point on the line and no Miss Stevens to save him, Hayden's cushion could make all the difference.
When the light hits you, when the light hits you.
I've just gone into bed. Everything's sorted. Well done.
We've got lots and lots to do, and I'm absolutely shitted. As you can probably see, my eyes are extremely bloodshot.
How are we progressing, Kat?
You can see the light now. It's been a long night.
Oh, nice catting.
The fatigue is setting in, but there is still so much to paint. Manan's having a wee snooze. How's it going, babe? No good.
Got a little bit more to do. You know it's starting to get towards the sunrise because you can start hearing the birds chirping.
Not hearing the birds means it's night is nearly over.
Time seems to escape me the way diarrhea does after a curry.
I don't know where you come up with these things to say.
Just taking the carpet off the protective floorboards. Bit risky.
And the anxiety levels again.
We're about to get up in 10 minutes and just tidy that lounge.
Oh, I miss sparrows. I live in Wellington and we don't have sparrows there. I think it's too windy for them. We have Anthony from your decal shop comes in this morning. Obviously because he's not a tradie, we can have his help. Yay! Yeah.
Sophia.
1 hour to go. 1 hour, everyone.
Beautiful.
You're beautiful. It's true.
You're onto it. All right, Manan, I will be right back. Okay. Bye.
We just want to get the stuff in the room. We'll do our best to get insulation done.
Put this up. I had to quickly rush up into the ceiling and finish the insulation. We don't really want to find out what happens if you don't insulate your ceiling.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Beautiful. Help me, help me. Oh, this is not even the right house. That is not my house.
Sarah's run into our house. Help me, help me. And I'm hoping to God that someone is kidnapping her.
400 on that side.
It looks a little bit too far to the right. The arch is our focal point of the room, really. Is it going to stay?
Yeah, it'll stay.
Have faith, have faith.
Germs.
Okay. Five minutes.
Grab a nail and a hammer. Yep. Just leave that there. Just leave that there. It's halfway in the living room. It doesn't matter.
5, 4, 3.
Grab a sweeper.
2, 1. Done.
Tools down. Stop your tinkering.
Come on, give us a pash. Oh, don't then. No, I don't want to feel the itch. Oh.
We didn't get the insulation done and we haven't got our hearth tiled. However, looking around, I'm really happy with the product that we've put forward. Jamie should be proud of herself.
Very happy with the room.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate.
It's good, it's fine. There's paint, but that is fine. And the rug should be in that one. It's fine, it's okay. No, that area needs a rug. It doesn't matter. We can't do anything. Can we move it, please? No.
Okay, you're good there, okay? Kick some ass.
Yeah, I hope so. It's good chances, but also you never know. I'm red and flustered.
Good luck, us.
Hello everyone, how are you doing?
Good.
Well, you're now 4 weeks in. Is it getting any easier?
Not
No?
really.
It's probably going to get harder, to tell you the truth. But you guys have just completed the largest indoor space in your house. And if that wasn't enough drama, this week you also had to contend with one of my old favourites, Dinner Wars. Congratulations to Kat and Jeremy. wonderful dinner party.
Glad you can make it.
Before we get down to finding out who wins Living Room Week, there's the small matter of the game changer, which I set you on Monday. I gave you each your print from the Honda Sky Art Challenge and asked you to incorporate it somewhere into your living room. The most creative way that was done, that team wins this. The -1. You can use this against any other team at any room reveal.
It's nervous when anyone's got that potential weapon up the sleeve.
But I definitely think we've got a chance.
So should we get to it then? I've been through all of your living rooms and we'll start at house 1.
I knew that was...
Jamie and Hayden. Had it not been shown to me, I wouldn't have found it.
Aww.
Yeah, I'll put my hand up for that one. I backed my knitting skills or sewing skills. However,
He couldn't figure out the sewing machine, and it was kind of cute watching him trying to thread a needle.
when time was running out, I thought we'd just try and incorporate the concept of our artwork instead. So made up a little canvas out of wood, painted it.
You don't win.
No. I'm not surprised that he said our art piece doesn't even count, because we had to use the proper PDF file that we were given, and we didn't.
House 2, Sarah and Manan. You did a piece of origami artwork with it. So basically, you took my $100 and you spent 5 minutes of your own time.
15.
15 minutes of your own time, banked the $100, which is genius, well done. House 3, Kat and Jeremy. You made a lampshade out of it and then you tried to hide that lamp out the door. Well, the bad news is that that lamp and lampshade must be in your living room.
It's in our living room.
Or barely.
It's in there, you can see it when you walk in the
when
door.
you walk in, I thought.
We kind of wanted it on its own, as its own little feature.
And on to house 4, Brooke and Mitch. A candle. You pretty much just taped it round the candle, didn't you?
They had to actually print that on some fireproof stuff and wrap it properly, so yeah.
Oh, so you can't burn it and get rid of the evidence?
No, unfortunately it's not just a piece of paper and it cost us more than $100, so...
Really?
Yeah.
That cost you more than $100?
No, it was like 105.
That's more than $100, eh?
So you've gone over budget?
By $5.
$5.
To produce that?
Yeah. Definitely works in the room, but whether it's creative enough for them or out there enough, I'm not sure.
OK, having given it serious consideration, I've decided that the winner is the team that produced the most creative work that, in the end, was the least offensive. Congratulations, Sarah and Manan. Your origami wins.
Yes! Yay! Oh, that's such a negative prize.
There you go. Use it as a positive.
Off you go.
Thanks, Mark.
Congratulations.
It feels amazing to get our first win on the block. Finally! It's been a long time coming.
All right, on to the real reason we're here today. To see whether those living rooms lived up to expectation. Oh. I've done it again, haven't I? Genius. Actually, just a little congratulations from me, because you all crossed the finish line and delivered completed rooms this week. Not quite. Jamie and Hayden. I will deal with you a little bit later on. Should we find out who wins Living Room Week? But after a tough week, someone will leave here today feeling that much bit sweeter, because they'll have $5,000, thanks to our mates from AMP, in their bank account, ready to use on their renovation budget. Should we find out who wins Living Room Week?
Taking home the weekly cash prize for the best room will mean winning over our frontline style generals. property expert Bernadette Morrison, and interior designer Jason Bonham.
Let's change things up. I'm going to start with Jason's scores, and I'm going to start at house 4. Brooke and Mitch.
With the sweet taste of victory still lingering.
Brooke and Mitch.
Yes.
By 2 points.
The week just got better and better for our Cantabrians.
You have a distinct advantage, the Mount Albert Grammar School Zone.
Oh, we're the only one.
Come auction night, that could be the winner.
With a winner's budget to blow, they splashed out on some big-ticket features.
This is the top end of our laminate range.
I'd rather have amazing flooring than cheap flooring.
Budgets are tight, so if you spend all your money on styling, you can't afford natural timber floors or stone hearths or all these other things that are like luxury items that actually add value to the overall house.
I hope they really appreciate, you know, those wow factors in that room. The worst thing the judges could say when they walk in, I think, is that it's understyled, because we have purposely not cluttered this room.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, this is a lovely room. It's been really well finished, all the detailing's in. The floors are lovely. They've obviously spent a bit of money on this, so I'm really pleased with the result here.
First impression was a light, spacious and clean space that was cohesive and nicely staged.
Feels good that they get it. Yeah, stoked with those comments.
People are going to love the room because it's easy. You come in, you've got great flow to the outdoors, it's a good size. The way that they've inset the TV into the wall, they've put money into the things that are going to be here when people move in.
Bernadette said that while the room was a little on the safe side, it was a practical space with good flow that would appeal to buyers.
Even the circulation of the space feels fantastic. You know, it's got a lovely, light, open, airy feeling.
I think it's a tick.
It's a big tick.
Overall, they thought the room was well thought out, was finished to a very high standard, and was a pleasant and easy space to relax in. So good job, you two. Not bad. Happy?
Yeah.
It's a hard room to fill, really.
We get an 8 from Jason. His comments were really positive, so now I'm actually really nervous about Bernadette's scores.
Next up, house 2.
Oh, nice.
Sarah and Manan.
This makes bathroom week worth it.
A second place in bathroom week proved our Hamilton sisters were here to compete.
I am.
There we go.
With the pressure on, familiar patterns arose.
We're behind on decisions because both of us didn't look through this paperwork because of communication.
I'm sorry.
I found this week so daunting because whatever we did in this area directly translates to pretty much the rest of the house. And I was just really scared, so Manan took the lead on this one. So we'll have our TV kind of media room on this end. I think we've come a long way from week 1. You know, we couldn't even put a bed together then, and now we've whipped up 3 couches and 2 rooms in a week. I'm really proud of what we've done. It's all about interpretation. I'm really excited to see what comes out of it, but just crossing my fingers that they don't dwell on the fact that there is some paint on the floorboards.
This is a long, narrow room. And my first impression is, OK, great space, but why wouldn't they put doors in to separate them? Because it's just a natural separation.
Think the whole thing's very disappointing. I'm completely underwhelmed by this space. It feels very unfinished, quite incomplete.
First impression was it was unfinished. A little bit messy and didn't really feel sophisticated. It's not a great start.
Not sophisticated, I disagree. It was true that we didn't quite get finished. However, I think that, you know, they don't realise that we've put almost 30 litres of paint on the wall.
I mean, it's nice they've got a TV on the wall and you've got somewhere to sit to watch it, but there's no rug. The little side tables, blankets, I mean, everything's sort of so white in here.
Yeah, it's a little bit cold.
I'm freezing in this room.
Bernadette said that the space had a lot of potential, but it was a step backwards from the other completed spaces in the house.
I think it's the elephant in the room, and it really is very incomplete in the sense that you don't have this separation of space, which is what it's kind of so obvious. I mean, it's so obvious.
They said it was a shame the two spaces weren't separated by a door, as this would have made the rooms more functional, especially for families with children.
We just had to laugh about it because that was so important to us and we had to cut it for budget issues.
It's so terrible. It's like, I just hate it. I really do.
The furniture placement is not the best.
You know, you're so much nicer than I am, Bernie, I have to say. But I mean, what the hell is going on with these lights?
It's probably just not as cohesive as we were expecting.
Overall, the judges were disappointed. The spaces weren't complete and said you really need to think hard about Kitchen Week to make this part of the house a knockout. It's a step back, isn't it? You were progressing. You're progressing nicely from Guest Bedroom Week. You've gone backwards.
It's a big room. Yeah, no, it's something to think about for next week.
Well, you think of what's to come. You've got kitchen.
Yep.
You've got master bedroom and ensuite. You've got the outdoors. These are all tough, big spaces. Got to get it right.
Yeah, definitely.
Cannot afford to go backwards again. All right?
Yeah.
Let's move on to your neighbours in House 1, Jamie and Hayden. Jamie and Hayden, unlucky number 13.
Finding themselves at the bottom of the bathroom leaderboard didn't compromise Hayden's design direction.
Going really black, being really bold, and doing as much black as possible so we can dark it out.
But with no cash wins, I had to deliver some harsh home truths.
We have a bit of an issue, you two. You're effectively $20,000 over budget, you and Jamie.
Oh, that's no good.
Budget cutbacks were made.
Do you think it would add value having it closed off as an entertainment area?
We would love to have another set of doors to completely close off that entertainment area, but we can't even afford that first set of doors.
But one thing remains the same.
And you paint that wall black? Or white?
Black.
What with that one?
Black.
How many people like black rooms nowadays?
We like it.
It took me a while to swing Jamie into doing a black room. I would have loved to have done the ceiling black too. However, I don't think I would have got away with that.
I think the judges might like the room, but they might think it's a little bit bare.
I hope the judges just say, wow. I think the worst thing they could say is that it's a step backwards for us.
Well, this is great that we've got two different spaces.
Yeah, look, it looks great, and I love the fact that they've got quite a clear sense of direction in terms of the overall look and feel of the space. They both feel very different.
First impression was your living room spaces were definitely the most creative this week, and creating two definitive zones was clever. It's a good start.
I think that we were the most creative for the last couple of rooms, so it's quite nice to hear that for once.
I'm just really not sure about these doors. I mean, I get what they're trying to achieve here, but it just really misses the mark.
They look like they should be on an exterior wall rather than in an interior room.
Jason said the choice to put the doors from the media room into the hallway were a bit of a fail.
Should have been switched the other way.
And you would have been better to close off the hallway and use the doors to separate the two spaces.
We wanted to close off both, but we don't have the money for both.
Win is the only way you get money on this show.
Not when you've got Kat and Jeremy here.
But a shame that they haven't finished the hearth, because obviously the fireplace once again is a feature. It's great to have the fireplace there. They've thought about putting a TV in here. I know
Which is really good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know we've got the TV over here, and if you look up as we go into this room too, you're going to see some speakers there. So they've obviously got some serious wiring in here. So they've future-proofed it.
Bernadette said the technology you've installed would appeal to some parts of the market, as will the fireplace. But it was a shame the hearth wasn't finished.
I knew they weren't going to miss the hearth. It's a bit of an eyesore there.
Overall, I think they've done really well. I kind of like the idea that they've been quite creative, they've been quite original, the furniture's sophisticated, and they do have the pops of colour. So they have met the brief.
I do have to say, with the dark carpets, dark walls, you know, the brown and grey curtains, it is a very masculine room.
Overall, the judges thought your choice of furniture gave the room sophistication, but the corner seat lacked purpose, and you should have had an armchair there instead. But it was really refreshing to see something different to the other houses. Does that score reflect the comments?
Yeah.
Are you happy with 7?
In regards to our finishing, yeah.
Speaking of your finishing, the Wolf told me that you failed to insulate your ceiling. Everyone else did. Now, the ceiling of a room is part of that room. It gives you an unfair time advantage if you do not do what is a building requirement. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to do this. It's not worth the room disqualification, but I do want to make a point here today to everyone. You've got to complete the mandatory parts of your rooms, or you will be penalised. Have we got that clear?
Yeah. With half an hour to go, we had to make the decision whether to insulate or whether to finish the room. And for us, finishing the room was more important.
Let's move on to House 3, Kat and Jeremy. New Plymouth's finest started the week with big plans.
We wanted to make this area like an office. What do you think?
I think that's a fantastic idea. It just widens the market.
Kat's bold plans extended straight into their living room.
If I go to pink, then our living room will be Marshmallow Land.
And over the week, House 3's organic style once again brought the room together.
Our friend took the photo, saw these nuns on the beach, thought they were looking pretty hot.
But will their bold, coloured living room get them back in the winner's circle?
It's kind of like one of those rooms where you step back and you're just really pleased at what you put together.
So the judges, I think, this week will say good, hopefully.
It feels like we went a little bit risky, like the colour we chose. So hopefully they can see what we've done with it.
Lovely room.
Yeah, it is nice. It's got the window seat, but what do you think of the colour?
I hate the use of colour. It's so insipid. It just doesn't do anything for me at all.
It's a little bit sort of old-fashioned. I mean, if we're looking for sophistication, probably not quite on the money with it.
First impressions were it felt layered, complete, and felt good. But they hated. What do you think they hated?
The colour.
They hated the colour.
Really?
When you walk away from your room feeling quite happy and then, having someone tell you that they hate something, it's not the best feeling.
It's nice. They've got all the architraves in this time. They've got all the old-fashioned features, that type of thing. I'm not so fussed on the curtain rails.
Look, it's nicely detailed. It feels very layered.
Yes,
but in the same token, it just feels sort of, too retro to me.
Bernadette said the combination of the colour and the way you swagged the curtains made the room feel a bit retro and old world, rather than sophisticated, so it didn't quite hit the brief.
I think the fireplace is really badly finished. I mean, look at the finishing lines on that.
OK, putting the finishing aside, what do you actually think of the tiling, though?
It's so wrong in terms of how they've finished that, and they've used the bathroom tiles. I mean, I think that's kind of tacky.
He said the fireplace was the key item in the room, but the tiling and finishing around it was shocking and really took away from its impact.
I was going to say, I do like the way that they've put their fabrics in, the piping on the cushions. That's nice.
That is nice.
We've asked for pops of colour. They've given us pops of colour. Just hasn't quite worked with the walls.
Overall, the wooden floors gave the room a nice warmth, and the styling, once again, was outstanding. But the colour choice needed a little more thought.
I love colour on the walls, so I just wanted to take a little bit of a risk with it this week. I was just, yeah, trying something, didn't pay off.
Wow. This is new, isn't it?
Yeah, we definitely took a risk.
How does that make you feel? Because you've taken a risk, you'll need to continue that through unless you do a quick repaint, and that's a lot of paint to do.
If they hate it, you might have to, so...
Yeah.
You've just created more work for yourselves, haven't you?
Yeah.
If we do it again, we'd better pick it right the second time. No way we're doing it 3 times.
Sarah Manan, you have a -1 to play if you choose to play it this week. I don't think it's going to make any difference, is it?
No.
Hold on to it?
Yeah, that's going to stay in the pocket.
OK, let's find out what Bernadette thought and who wins this week.
It's a little bit cold.
I'm freezing in this room. It just feels sort of, you know, too retro to me.
They've put money into the things that are going to be here when people move in. It is a very masculine room.
So the winners of Living Room Week and $5,000 from our mates at AMP. The score is 16 out of 20. Back to back, it's Brooke and Mitch.
Good one, guys.
It's awesome.
Hi.
Well done, guys. How do you feel about that?
Really happy.
Yeah?
Yes, we won.
Done it again, which is awesome. We really needed that money as well.
OK, so that's 2 wins for you guys in House 4.
Yeah.
And it's 2 wins for Kat and Jeremy in House 3. That means Houses 1 and 2 have got some catching up to do, haven't you?
Yeah.
Got to up your games. All in all, it's probably a bit of a slip in standard, isn't it? I'll put that down to tiredness. I'll put it down to approaching that halfway mark. I'll put it down to maybe a little bit of fatigue when it comes to renovating. We can't have renovation fatigue. It's go, 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 all right?
But I know what you're all capable of, and I can't wait to see what you produce next week.
Away you go.
To find out how you could win an amazing block prize pack thanks to AMP, head to amp.co.nz or talk to an advisor. AMP's getting behind the Block NZ Villa Wars.
Tomorrow at 7:30, a new room.
I like it.
Yeah, just getting a bit of a bulge on my biceps going.
No.
And a bold new brief.
The plan is to be completely different from everyone else.
I definitely think this could be a week for Jamie and Hayden.
Has the teams getting creative.
We're doing a secret.
This is going to be one hell of a week.